check someone out.
No, not Sedona. It was, yeah, Camp Verde. Sholo beat Camp Verde 3-0.
And a big thank you to Desert Financial Credit Union for sponsoring the KRIM Community Spotlight Program. Good morning, Rim Country. Chris Higgins in the studio, and today is a day that I love. It's the second and fourth Friday of every month. We do our Longhorn Spotlight, and that's sponsored by Lowry's Window and Door. So a big thank you to Faith and Bobby Lowry. And what we do is we bring in different students, coaches, teachers from Payson High School and highlight them and the programs. And today we have our Payson High School Soccer program, Coach Billy Spalding, and also players Braden Tinney and Joel Van Zyl. So good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How are you guys doing?
We're doing pretty good. Thanks for having us.
Hey, you're so welcome. And you two look pretty awake for a Friday morning. I know no school, so it's kind of like a weekend for you. And I'm impressed. You guys, your eyes are wide open. You're awake. I think you're ready for this, yeah?
We try our best.
Yeah. And now you guys had a game yesterday, right? Last night.
Yes,
and still, are you a little tired from that, or how'd that go?
I don't think so. They weren't much of a challenging team, so
Yeah.
the more advanced players didn't play as much as we usually do, so
Gotcha.
we're not too tired of that.
There you go. You have a future in diplomacy, Braden, because that was a very diplomatic
Yes,
way.
it
I was
was.
watching the gears turning on how do I say this, but they weren't maybe a stronger team because I heard you guys talking a little bit, and there are some teams that are more physical, that are stronger teams, and people don't think of soccer maybe as physical, bumping and hitting and everything, and Billy's like, yeah, that's not the case.
They haven't watched much competitive soccer.
Yeah, no, because you guys do get beat up, don't you?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, so it was nice last night maybe having a little bit of a rest, and like you said, some of your main players not having to go as much, and a great opportunity for some of your JV players.
It was
So-
definitely really fun for them.
Yeah, great opportunity for them. So, Joel, start with you. How long have you been playing soccer?
I've been playing soccer a pretty long time, but I feel like I really got passionate about it entering high school, just like with the high school team. Because before that, I'd only done really town soccer and just recreational, and not really had like fight for it and
Yeah.
competitive. But definitely with high school, I started getting more competitive and passionate about it.
So, what year did you start playing in high school?
My first year was sophomore year.
Sophomore year. All right. And what do you like about soccer? What is it?
I like the teamwork, just
Uh-huh.
everyone working compatible with each other, and just everyone's just has their own job, has their own goal, and just when it works well, it's just awesome to watch and awesome to play.
Cool. And you're a senior this year?
I'm a senior too.
So last season,
Last
here
season,
it
yeah.
is. Yeah. What position do you play?
So I play right winger, which
Uh-huh.
is just in the midfield. I track back on offense, track back on defense, which is just covering the whole field, a lot of running.
A lot of running. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. And Braden, how about you? Are you a senior as well?
I'm a senior as well, yeah.
Okay. And what position do you play?
I've been playing center mid these more recent games.
Mhm.
I also play up in striker forward position sometimes.
Oh, okay. So offensive, like one of the offensive positions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what is it about soccer that you really enjoy? Why do you, go out for it? Keep going out.
I mean, I've been living with it for my whole life. My brother played soccer, and
That's right,
I've been
yeah.
playing for the town for most of my life. So, I've just been in love with the sport. It's the teamwork and the skill and just the beauty of the game that I really love.
Yeah, it is. There's so much to it. I mean, it isn't one of the sports that I've played or am into that much, but I was stationed over in Europe for a while, and so watching soccer matches over there and just the level of play, all of the strategy and the plays, and to someone that doesn't know soccer, it looks like, oh, they're just running around chasing the ball. Well, they're just chasing the ball out there, but it's very orchestrated. And so, Coach Spalding, how did you play soccer when you were in school, or how long have you been involved in soccer?
So I never played soccer.
My oldest son Liam, started playing soccer when he was 3 years old, and I started coaching him when he was in first grade. Coached him all the way through, almost through middle school. He played here for our CMS without me coaching. So I've been involved with soccer through him for a good while now. And you're right. It's a strategic sport. It's it's a thinking sport. And once you understand that, it is, as Joel said, it can be a beautiful game, especially when we're working together as a team. We're moving the ball well. We're finding open space. It can be, man, when things are clicking, it's fun to watch.
Yeah, and now if you want to watch these guys, let me see, your home games, you play the games out at Rumsey Park on the soccer field out there. Next home game is Tuesday,
6 p.m.
Tuesday, and one of the nice things is, and I saw on one of your posts, free.
Yeah.
It's free, you can go out there, watch the game. You guys have been doing some really cool things too, like burrito night, having burritos out there, green chili burritos.
Oh, they were amazing. Thank you to our booster club.
So, burritos, I know last night at Neon Night, you were asking everyone to wear neon after the game. So, you need to go out and check out the Payson High School Soccer team, home games, the schedule. You can find it on, I think, Max Preps.
Yeah, AZ Preps, and also the PUSD Facebook page is doing a good job of promoting our sports and our schedules.
Yeah, a shout out to the athletic director, Ryan Sherlin. And he's done just a great job with really stepping it up in all the programs.
Absolutely.
And the support that he gives, and Booster Club, and parents, coaches, just the community in general. It's really been good to see it kind of step up these last couple of years.
Yeah, our community's fantastic. I mean, the support we get is great. Already this season we've had better support than we've had in a long time at our home games, which we just loved. And it helps us a ton. Tuesday's going to be a tough game, and the louder the crowd, the better it'll be for us.
And that's one thing. There's September and fall sports. It is a crazy time of year because there's so much going on. Volleyball going on, soccer,
freshman JV football, and varsity football. It's a lot.
It's a lot, and also girls soccer too.
Right.
So, boys and girls soccer, there's just so much happening. And then with all the events, Northern Gila County Fair this weekend, and but during the week, it's usually pretty good. And that's what's nice about the soccer games, volleyball games, is weekdays, so in the evening. So, get out there, and game time, it's 6 o'clock for varsity? Okay. So your son, was that the main driving force to get you into coaching?
Yeah. I never imagined I'd be involved in soccer at the level I am. But and the truth is, we as our coaching team is truly a team. I'm not the head soccer coach because I have the most knowledge about soccer. I was willing and available, and I love it.
Yeah.
Love the boys, love working with the guys. But Coach Alfonso Rodriguez has a lot more soccer knowledge than I do. Jared Tenney is just a great coach, and John Collins has come on. He's got a freshman son this year as an assistant coach. So as a staff, as a coaching staff, we've got some together. We have some knowledge.
And that's what it's about. When you look at all the programs. That was one thing. Had Coach Burke in here last month, and just talking about the coaches, and they've added some coaches, and their coaching staff is just great. And you're saying the same thing. It's and that's a real testimony to the people in our community that are very supportive of our young people, of these programs, and it makes a difference.
It does.
And so you guys, I guess the next home game is Tuesday, but then Monday you're traveling to Blue Ridge. So tell me a little bit about how you think that game will be, Braden.
Well, Blue Ridge has always been a challenge for us. They've always been a really strong team. But this year the teams are all looking pretty similar in strength, so we're hoping to be able to come out with a win Monday. We think we have a pretty good chance if we play well, play together, like we were talking about, make it click. I think we have a really good chance of coming out with a win.
It always is great going to Blue Ridge and winning. There's almost no better feeling. Yeah, I know that. I hope you do. That would be great. So the players on your team, are there a lot of players, Joel, that have been playing together, like you've been playing with since your sophomore year?
So actually, it was funny with the Camp Verde game.
Yeah.
I think it was this Tuesday.
Yeah.
We were just thinking, like, we had basically our whole middle school team. We had about 6 to 7 same people who had played
Really?
about 4 or 5 years ago, and just it's the same cohesive unit, which is just really cool to see. And another cool thing about our team is that our whole midfield is just a senior midfield. We have 4 seniors,
Oh,
and
wow.
that's just the midfield.
Really?
So it's actually really cool. It's really fascinating to think about.
Huh. And now, you mentioned you used the word cohesive. Is it a case and I imagine with other sports, the longer you're playing with somebody, you kind of know what they're going to do. You kind of have an idea. Okay, I see this. Okay, he's going to do this, or they're going to do this. And is that the case, Brady?
Definitely, for sure. Soccer's a really open game where everybody can play their own way.
Uh-huh.
And so when you play with your teammates and you learn how they like to play, what they like to do, how they like to pass, where they like to move, it really improves. And like Joe was saying, we've got almost our entire middle school team playing with us right now, and so we've been playing for a while. We know a lot about each other. It's really nice.
Well, and tell them about what happened with that middle school team.
Our 8th grade team, we won the championship 8th grade year.
Really?
Yeah, my 8th grade.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, just like we were saying, it's the same. The starting 11 that played that final championship game is almost the same as our starting 11 this year.
That is cool. So that was for a state in your division, and I don't know in middle school.
I'm not sure how
that
it worked.
Gotcha. But I'd imagine similar to high school where there's division, so it's not
right,
like you were
right,
playing super big middle schools or whatever. But still to win the state championship in 8th grade, that is.
And they
cool.
were underdogs that season. They
Yeah.
weren't the ones expected to win that championship at all.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm looking at that for this season. I mean, there are some teams that are looking a little bit better than us this season, but these are the boys that they were mentally tough and they kept battling that year, and I expect to see it this year too.
Mm-hmm. And that's something with every sport, it's the mental toughness.
Yep.
Because there's going to be adversity in a game, you might get down, things aren't going your way, the calls aren't going your way, but it usually is the team and the players that can keep their heads in the game, stay focused, not get down, not get discouraged, and still, be out there giving it their all, and working together.
That's right.
As a team. Have you noticed I guess with these guys being so close and playing together for so long, has that made coaching maybe a little bit easier because of them maybe motivating each other or just getting along, being like a family?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, these guys, especially this season and last two, they appreciate each other, they enjoy each other, they're having a good time, they're coming together as a team, even off the field during travel in the bus, all that kind of thing. I mean, there's a great camaraderie among all the players. The upperclassmen have done a great job of embracing the freshmen. We've got a lot of freshmen.
Okay.
And they've done a great job of coaching those guys, but in an encouraging way and embracing them. And so, yeah, this is as far as just the cohesiveness of the team, it's an easy team to coach in that way.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is.
That makes it a lot easier for you and your coaching staff.
100%, yeah.
So you mentioned a lot of freshmen, and this freshman class, oh my gosh, I think 240 or 50
They're huge.
students in the freshman class. Now, you mentioned also JV really hasn't had an opportunity to play this year. Their games just got canceled because of other schools.
3 canceled games, yeah.
3 canceled games so far. So it's safe to say there isn't obviously a freshman team. So the freshmen's playing with the JV and also getting some time.
Yeah,
in
JV is freshman pretty much for us. We have
Gotcha.
we've only got 3 sophomores on our squad
Oh wow.
in general. So it's it's the JV team is almost entirely freshman.
Wow, this freshman class, across the board in all the sports, it's going to be. I mean, those programs, the different sports programs, when they're seniors,
Yeah.
they're going to have like massive amounts of seniors on those
Yeah.
teams. It's going to be real senior heavy.
Yeah, I feel bad for the following class.
Yeah, that's the following classes I know, or class or two. Yeah, so a lot of freshmen. So what do you guys do? Like each of you, I would like to hear Braden like to encourage or to help the younger players. What do you find yourself, doing to do that?
Really, like, just be vocal, be positive, especially. Everything is a learning experience for these guys. Like,
Mhm.
they're coming into a kind of a different world in the high school sports. So, just making sure they're learning from what happens, and really growing, being positive is definitely the biggest thing.
Being positive. Yeah, I can see that. And how about you, Joe?
Definitely positive feedback. I remember just like, we have about 4 to 5 freshmen who play regular varsity minutes, and I'm just
Mhm.
like, this is your moment. This is all you. This is what you've been wanting to do, and just I hope that gives them the confidence, and just in the practices, just like high-fiving them, just like making them seem like they're part of the family, because I mean, they're of course new to the whole high school sports scene.
Yeah.
Which is really important for them.
Definitely giving them confidence. I remember my first couple years of high school soccer, I didn't play as well just because I was like scared of older players.
Yeah.
And like thinking they're better than me and stuff. Like I'm only a freshman, so really helping with confidence, I think, is a big thing
Yeah.
to improve their game.
Oh, and you were talking about the team you just played last night. I mean, their average height was what?
Their
They're
defense,
very
their average height of their defense was 6'3" or 4. They had a 6'7" player.
6'7", and then they had somebody with a dude with a beard.
Yeah, I was talking to one of their players. This guy was like 6'3" and he had a beard. And I was like, "How old is he?" And he's like 14. I'm like, "What?"
And I mean, don't take this the wrong way, Joel, but you got a baby face, man. Both of you are pretty, baby face. If I had to guess, because I'm like, okay, he's not going to bring sophomores in here, but you guys look younger than seniors. So you're playing, this team a beard and 6'3". Wow. So I can see what you're saying about, that confidence. And as a freshman, just coming into high school and also fall season. So you just started high school from 8th grade. That's a big jump. And now to get out there on the field with seniors, juniors, and seniors that have been playing for a while and have beards. Come on now. I mean, you need that encouragement and, the support to say, hey, you belong out here. You can do this. You can compete with these guys. And that's great experience, isn't it? You love having that opportunity for your freshmen and underclassmen to play, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. These guys are doing such a good job of encouraging them and just setting the kind of team culture we want.
Mm-hmm.
When these freshmen came in, they came into a great culture. These guys are setting a great culture and a work ethic. And Braden Tinney's our captain this season, and he's doing a great job of calling the kids up to the level we need to be at. And Braden's also our kicker for our football team, so he's busy. We also have our freshman team kicker, Stone Booth, is also on our team. So
That's right.
these guys are busy. We've got a full schedule.
Mm-hmm. And it's great that they have the opportunity and the ability to do that.
Yeah.
And I think you do see that with a few of the student athletes where they're participating, maybe track, baseball, or different
Oh,
programs.
yeah, Braden, what are you involved in right now, Braden?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So yeah, I'm playing varsity soccer mainly. I'm kicking for football.
Yeah.
I'll be running a little bit of cross country. And then in the spring, I'm hoping to play a little track and possibly some volleyball. We'll see.
Oh yeah, volleyball.
There's talk about it. We don't know what's gonna happen.
There's talk about it.
There's talk.
So what type of volleyball? I mean, like a boys team or just like doubles, like two?
It may be a club. It may
It's
be,
a club?
yeah.
It's definitely still in the works, in the baby phase, but
Uh-huh.
we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But in the spring, definitely track. That'll be the focus.
Gotcha. Now, what they're talking about, are they talking about an indoor or a sand, like what the girls are doing?
We're looking for indoor.
Indoor.
Yeah.
Okay.
like I said, it's mostly an idea right now. But
Yeah. Are
we'll
there
look into it.
are there a lot of high schools in Arizona that have boys volleyball teams?
I don't think so. I think that's part of the problem is
Gotcha.
we just, so if we do, we're looking to go more towards the Valley area and play
Yeah.
those teams. But there's a lot of people interested in
Hmm.
our school. So that's kind of what sparked the idea is we've just got so many people who watch the girls and are like, why can't we do this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, talk about another fun sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's interesting. I wonder, probably in California,
Oh, yeah.
imagine the high schools, you know,
sure, yeah.
and I wonder if there's other states as well, or if it's mainly a West Coast thing with volleyball.
I'm not real familiar with it. I'm not real
Yeah.
familiar with it. But I do know that the Valley teams, there are enough teams that we could be involved. I just don't know if they're at our size, our level.
Gotcha.
I don't know about the 3A level.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's interesting with different sports because being from Pennsylvania, you know, lacrosse,
Yeah, it's big.
real big. Field hockey,
Mhm.
the girls, you know, girls playing field hockey and guys lacrosse,
Yeah.
real big. But
Yeah.
in the Midwest or West Coast,
Yeah.
you just don't see it. But then volleyball, you know, that isn't really that popular back there. So, huh, interesting. So yeah, involved in a few things. Joel, how about you? What else are you involved in the school?
Mainly just soccer. I'm part of a peer counseling group, which is really cool,
Nice.
which is part of Braden. So Braden and I are also in that.
Uh-huh.
Mainly just that. I try to get involved in a lot of just watching sports and stuff.
Mhm.
Trying to help out with just making like the graphics for the Facebook,
Cool.
getting the word out about sports marketing, which is really cool.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully helps get people out to the games. But
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully my senior year is a little bit slower than Braden's, but
I like two different approaches here. Joel's like, I'm kind of, you know, going to take it easy a little bit. Braden's like, what else can I do? What else can I do? So what are your plans for after school, Joel?
hopefully I want to go to GCU.
Okay,
University.
nice.
Hopefully I get sports marketing, sports management, something like that. So something in the field of sports, which would be definitely the dream.
Oh, nice. So now, are you going to be playing any other sports other than soccer? This
Most
year?
likely not. I mean,
No?
if they get a volleyball team, I'd be happy to join. But
Yeah, well, because
Yeah.
you're like, what, 6'2", 6'3"? 6'3", so there you go, a little bit of height there. Huh, we need to talk then, because maybe, you know, with our broadcasts of all the different sports and making images and doing all of that, you could help out with that. That'd be
Definitely.
awesome, intern with that. So what are you looking at after school, Braden?
After high school, I'm planning on serving a mission for Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, so I'll be leaving for 2 years, and then after that, I don't have a plan, so I'm working on it.
There you go. What can you see yourself? Do you have any kind of idea or, you know, something that you're, I don't know, that you really enjoy doing that you can see that is a profession?
I've been really interested in like science and physics,
Okay.
and like space and such. So, a dream of mine would be to do like astrophysics.
Yeah.
Maybe like satellites and things like that. It would be really, really cool.
I have a cousin, Anthony. Don't think he's watching or listening, but he was at rocket scientist and worked at White Sands Missile Range. Worked out there for a while, and now he's up in Colorado. But yeah, he loved it. But he loved science and all of it. So yeah, that's really cool. Well, hey, and you know, again, the next home game Tuesday night, and that is against
6 p.m.
6 p.m. And who is that?
That's Madison Highland Prep,
Okay.
and they're playing pretty well, so we need all the support we can get.
Gotcha. And yeah, at Monday night, if you're able to travel up to Blue Ridge, it would be great to support the
would.
team up there.
Sure would.
And that game's at 3:45 on Monday in Blue Ridge. And wow, two tough games there, huh?
Yeah, that may be a scheduling snafu. We'll find out.
I think you guys, you're up for it. You'll do good.
They
You'll
are.
do good.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having us, Chris. Appreciate it.
Oh, you are so welcome, Billy, and thank you, Braden, Joel, and again, love to see everyone out at the home game there in Rumsey Park, Tuesday, 6 p.m., and cheering these guys on. All right, well, thank you everyone for listening, and again, a big thank you to Lowry's Window and Door for sponsoring our Longhorn Spotlight program. Also need to say hi to somebody commenting, Clifford Lane. Clifford, he's watching in Southern Illinois. He has family here in town, but he is a huge KRIM supporter. Loves. He's watching all the games, everything we do online. So he has the Deatons. He's related to the Deatons. So Chancey, Deaton, her sister. Yeah. So always cheering him on. But good seeing you, Clifford. And again, thank you to Lowry's Window and Door. Time to get back to the music with some Stevie Nicks, some Humble Pie, Rolling Stones, and more. But first, let's get a quick update from the National Weather Service.
KRIM weather forecast for Payson and surrounding areas.
There we go. All right, turn this off. See you later, guys. Have a great Friday.
Thanks for having us, Chris.